What up, everybody? This is Stuart Knight, author of the books Marginalizing White Supremacy, Poetic Visions, A Steep Mister for a Sister, and my latest work, Spirit the World Has Forgotten. And normally I don't chime in on the public discussions at the times, because I understand how people, want to get their emotional ventings, and most of it to me is just, banning back white supremacy. But this issue about, Jay-Z taking this deal from the NFL and the Kaepernick protests, you see, the issue behind what happened with that was not so much, Colin Kaepernick kneeling and giving his displays, about black plight here in America, but the big thing about that was how he was punished for it. And how, white supremacy, they practiced, they can just take away, a black man's opportunity simply at a whim, simply because of something that they, doesn't personally injure them at all, but they just don't like, especially, black excellence. That's the real issue behind this. And why the people really got behind Colin Kaepernick, in that. Because everyday black people suffer that type of indignation at the behest of white supremacy, to where you get your opportunities taken from you just simply because you display a measure of black excellence. So whether Jay-Z sold out or anything, what counts is what happens now with that money. I mean, every period down to the end of a penny and every zero should be put into some kind of fund that goes to benefit, black businesses and black organizations that are specifically for black people. Because in the NFL and in those owners engaging in those acts of practicing white supremacy and just dehumanizing and belittling, a black person's basic human right to survive, the entire collective, felt that because they understand that we live up under that. So every bit of money that comes from that deal and anything securities after that, even beyond that, should go into a fund to where some people are employed that can go out and find businesses or execute business loans for specific black organizations, businesses, and peoples. And those loans should come back at no more than, say, 3% interest. And even that interest is put back into the account to further benefit black people in general. And this should all be done above the table. Jay-Z should get out there in public and say, this initiative and these funds are for black people. And you say that privately in their face. Then you get to see whether or not that NFL chairman be sitting there grinning. You sit there and announce something like that. Have some heart. If you don't do that, you're sold out, man. Sold out to that principle. Defying white supremacy and their ability to just execute their judgment at will. And, money doesn't absolve that, period. Only change and equal justice. This is Stuart Knight, author of the books Marginalizing White Supremacy, Poetic Visions, A Steep Mister for a Sister, and my book, A Spirit the World Has Forgotten. Peace.